I'm here with Curtis Broom, and he's agreed to answer just a couple questions that I have for him. We're here at the Empower Network, Costa Rica Mastermind Retreat. We're actually here in Costa Rica.
We're sitting here in the Pacific Ocean. In fact, real quick, if you just do that, you'll see a gorgeous sunset. There we go.
We're on a sunset catamaran cruise. All right, I'm going to be honest with you now. Curtis is not. He doesn't do internet marketing.
I've got, you know something, I got onto Facebook because I got beat up so bad.
Yeah.
And I decided, okay, fine, I'll get a Facebook page. And so there's one thing I'm good at, pressing the accept a friend button. And that's pretty much it. I've literally, I think, in 2 years, nope, I've never posted a status and I've never actually posted a comment.
Wow.
I have liked some other people's comments, so I'm so unconnected.
All right. Now, I don't think I'll bother friending. No.
Yeah. No, friend me. I'll friend you. I read all your stuff. And I'll hit like. I just don't actually. Yeah.
Right. But anyway, so the question I've been asking, because you've definitely been around, you've asked everybody, you've definitely been a student of this. You're about probably the biggest sponge that I've run into. You go around asking all the questions, and I think at some point you'll probably get in. But what's the secret, Curtis? I mean, you're doing well in other things.
Well,
what's the secret?
You know, I've been a part with my business partner Lisa Grossman. I've been a part of networking now for 23 years.
Okay.
And so I started a long time ago. So you talk about somebody, I'm schooled in old school. But like all things, when you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And as a result, I'm sure it's like most things, once you finally try it, people go, well, that was it? Well, that's not that big a deal. That's okay. But I've never really gotten there. And so part of being a part of this, in fact, you know, we met Dave and Dave because we were asked, because of our traditional experience, to maybe talk to them a little bit about some of those things that could help, but this is such a unique medium. And all of a sudden, we went from wanting to help them to wanting to be students. And so, you're right, we're sponging because you begin to realize there is a whole new evolution, and there's a whole new direction. And what's happening in Empower is so unique. And I think it's unique really for two reasons. One is Dave and Dave are very direct and very blunt. They don't worry about being politically correct because they know what they know,
right,
and they just want people to learn.
Right.
So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, as a result, some people don't like it, and you know, that's okay. You know, not everybody should be attracted to everything anyway, and that's okay. But there are so many people in the world who are so tired of hearing hype and fluff and garbage and just, you know, like carnival barking. They just want somebody to tell them the truth.
Right.
And these guys are so brutal in telling the truth that for people who have enough strength to say, you know, like Jack Nicholson, you know, I can handle the truth.
Yeah.
If they can, then it becomes a culture that's so strong. There are people here who are brand new and have really just started, and they don't have any measure of success, if you want to say in terms of financial success yet, but their success is they showed up.
Right. Well, the keyword's yet, for sure.
It's just yet. But they show, you know, leadership, people sometimes talk about leaders as those who have big checks. I don't think that's at all. I've met some people with big checks who are the worst example of leadership I've ever met in my life. Leaders show up. And so somebody if there's anybody on this trip who signed up in Empower last week, paid and showed up, they're top leadership because you show up.
Right.
Because what happens, think about it, the reason I'm a sponge is the collaboration, it's the inspiration, and it's the conversation. Literally, Empower is evolving so rapidly because it's like this massive brain trust. Started with two guys, but they're so open to conversation and input, and they pay attention and are learning and adapting, that on this event, just in these last 2 days, on this cruise today, there have been conversations that took place while we were swimming with the turtles, you know, hanging on to our noodles, hanging out in the ocean. We were out floating in the ocean. I was in there floating in the ocean having a conversation with Dave Sharp and Simon. We were sitting there just talking about things. And these are going to be the things that help develop the next stage of empowerment.
Right.
That's what it's about, and that's what I'm beginning to see is that it's conversation, but the implementation, people doing it when you go online, it goes from here. We're sitting in the water, we all have a conversation, it's going to video, it's hitting YouTube, it's going on blogs, and all of a sudden it's out there so much faster than what I'm used to for all
Right.
these years.
Yeah. So obviously, even though you're not in yet, you can definitely say that this is the better way, internet versus the old school way of really grinding, right?
You know what it is? It's not one versus the other. It's that because there are people who just want to sit across the table and talk to somebody.
Right.
But what is being proven here is that you don't have to do that to build a relationship. Here's what it is. I believe that there's no way to create sustainability without relationship.
Yep.
Okay?
So you would say that's the secret.
That's the secret. You have to create relationship. But what you're realizing is, in fact, I was talking to Tony Rush and talking to some others that people and Aaron Rashkin, they've been able to build a relationship so they can reach and touch more people faster, and bring more people in faster, but then stay connected to the point that when they actually had an opportunity here where we can actually see, we actually go physical, and when you go old school and touch, they go, man, it's like I've known you all my life. Oh, this is great. And that's what I think is that's what I'm beginning to find and realize. I always looked at online as being impersonal, cold, and separation, whereas I'm used to the old school, which is connection and relationship, and I'm realizing that's not it at all. There are people here just meeting for the first time, but the minute they see each other, it's like they were lifelong friends, and that's the key. Online can reach so much further, so much faster, but as long as you then continue with it to build a relationship, you can still lock it down, create that loyalty, create that stick, and yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Excellent. Thanks. So I've got two more questions. Like I said, these might throw you for a loop. But so
I don't have
internet
saying
marketing,
I don't know.
right? Well, internet marketing and network marketing, they both have the same thing in it, which is network marketing. And when you
marketing,
network marketing or whatever, in general, some people just get scared, and they're looking for credibility, right? So, and I know it might be different than some of the internet marketing people, but realistically, someone who works 40 hours a week, they work 2,080 hours a year. How many hours a year would you say you work?
Oh, well, now, when you go in the traditional world, well, now it's different. I mean, I've been doing this for 23 years, and we're at a level, but like all things, in order to get to where we are today,
through the grind.
we went through